Hello. You do remember that a few days ago I was saying about making a video about this beautiful album that I came across and I listened to over a period of a few days. And I didn't get around to doing it, but in the back of my mind, I was going over how I would do it. And it seemed better to me to make not one video, but a series of videos. And that way I'll keep the videos quite short. So because this is the first video, I'm giving a little bit of a background, which I might not repeat in the subsequent videos. But what I wanted to say was this. I'm making this series of videos because I really enjoyed this album. It is one of the better albums I came across in recent times. As I mentioned in other videos, and I think I mentioned it on Twitter more than in other places, that Chris Rea is one of the better artists that I came across in the year 2021. And once I started listening to him at length, I started to enjoy his music quite a lot. It's the musicianship, the talent, the songwriting ability, the storytelling ability, and of course, he's excellent at playing the slide guitar. So it became sort of a go-to option for me. I've been listening to a lot of music since I was a little child. And from those early days when I was just 2 or 3 years old, and now almost 40 years now, I've been listening to so much music, so many different kinds of genres also. And then to come across an artist so long after I started listening and enjoying it so much, maybe it is the reminiscence and the similarity between how Chris Rea plays and listening to some of my favorite guitarists. In particular, I would say David Gilmour of Pink Floyd. So I'm not going to be giving any further of an introduction, and I believe what I would do is I would make a playlist, and in this playlist I would dedicate the videos to this one album by Chris Rea. And I'd name the playlist Auberge. And let's look at the lyrics of the very first song. This is the very first song. And the name of the song is Auberge. I did recommend earlier looking at the lyrics. Chris Rea writes his own songs, and this man has great ability in songwriting. So I'm going to read it, and then I'm going to leave a link to the song. I'm not going to include the actual audio of the song in the video, but what I would do is I would include a link from Amazon Music, and I would include a link from YouTube for this song, so you can go over to one of those destinations to listen to this song. And I will say a few words about what I think about the imagery of this song. So this is how the song starts. On the hard, fast train on the road to gain, something gets right through to your telling bone. There's a sudden itch, an electric twitch. Sometimes I swear this body's got a mind of its own. This is the naked truth. This is the light. There's only one place left to go. Auberge, 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 auberge. And here, what I think was going through the mind of Chris Rea as the writer of this song is he is identifying with something that you saw on the cover of the album. What you were looking at was this, a sports car. And at the beginning of this song, Chris is identifying with the vehicle, with the car. That is the impression I get. See where he says there's a sudden itch, an electric twitch. What do you think that is? I think he's talking about the ignition. And then, as he writes more, he goes outside of identifying with the car, and he identifies with the driver of the car. And this is where I think the mind of the artist is something fascinating, because when you are studying a subject like mathematics, or you're studying science like chemistry or physics, the mind works in a very different way. It could be even a linear thinking mind. But in the mind of an artist, he could go from identifying with the car to identifying with the driver of the car, and what sort of a personality the driver of the car is imagined to have. I love the way the words are written here. You meet the silent type on a windy trail with a shiny cloak and unseen silver dagger. You can talk till you ache, give yourself one more break. You can tell by the look on his face that it just doesn't matter. 'Cause this is the naked truth and this is the light. There's only one place left to go. Auberge. And then he says, give me a weekend, give me a day. Don't like what I'm seeing though, I hear what you say. Think with a dagger and you'll die on your knees, begging for mercy, singing, please, mister, please. 'Cause this is the naked truth and this is the light, and there's only one place left to go. Auberge. Now you may think the reading of this song in itself is impressive, and the imagery and the storytelling is beautiful. When you listen to the song, and already my video is longer than the song itself is on the Deluxe Edition, when you listen to the song and the sound effects and the orchestration, you will realize what a master Chris Rea is. And I do hope, although he has hundreds of thousands of listeners, I do sincerely feel he's a very under-recognized artist. And I do hope, in some strange way, that people will come across this video whenever, today or a month from now, or 6 months from now, and they will recognize the ability of this man to make music. I've listened to a lot of his songs now, a few albums actually, and I find his music to be coming from a different place. The kind of feeling I get listening to Pink Floyd, as I mentioned. Some artists can bring their music from a different place, and they take you to that place with them. Chris Rea is one of those artists, a recent discovery for me, and I'm pleased to share this discovery with you. This is my encouragement. Listen to his music. This is all the time I want to spend with this. Thank you very much for your company. Thank you for listening, and goodbye.